This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army.
If somebody's kind of on the fence of going into a recruiting office or just reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you because our organization, we look for students who want to go to college. We also have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Indiana Sports Network as we have some Tuesday evening high school hoops for you tonight as the Terre, Haute South Braves play host to the Robinson Maroons. We also have the Troy and Troy show for you this evening. I'm Troy Wilsine, happy to be joined by Troy Fears tonight, and should be a pretty interesting matchup here with the Braves and the Maroons. So far this season, the Braves 3-0, and coming off a year like last year, it's about all they could have hoped for.
It really is. You know, they finished the year last year at 4-20, and so to come in with 3 victories already in their first 3 games, they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. And Coach Maynard Lewis has got some talented guys on his team this year that are obviously saw a lot of playing time last year and are going to be able to. You know, obviously it's early in the season for both squads, and both coaches are trying to figure out playing time and rotations and those types of things still. And so, you know, you can't go ahead and give the game to Terre Haute South because Robinson's got a pretty good squad too tonight. Coach Mac Thompson in his 12th year has got, again, some experienced players that will be coming in and looking to make a battle tonight here at Terre Haute South.
Yeah, absolutely. Terre Haute South, so far this season, they absolutely thumped Cloverdale 73-32, and then 2 home wins against Martinsville and Mooresville. Feeling pretty good. They do have a big matchup on Saturday at Avon, so you got to make sure you don't overlook the Maroons tonight because, as you said, Robinson, pretty tough team. They're only 1-3. They're 0-1 in conference play, but the 3 teams that have beaten Robinson so far are combined 12-1. So I don't know a whole lot about Illinois high school basketball. I'm not going to lie, but that kind of shows you right there that they have not been playing just patsies every week.
Yeah, exactly. The Little Illini Conference is pretty solid top to bottom. And, you know, Robinson has 7 seniors, I believe. Most of them will obviously start tonight and get a lot of playing time. So they are very experienced as far as that goes. Terre Haute South, on the other hand, has 4 seniors, and the majority of their roster are sophomores who have never seen playing time. Now, obviously, those 4 seniors saw a lot of playing time last year as juniors and are coming in and are big contributors this year going forward, and they're pretty good, obviously good players. And I want to give a shout-out, obviously, to Coach Maynard Lewis. Today was honored to be a member of the 25th anniversary, silver anniversary team for the Indiana High School Basketball Hall of Fame, which will be honored in coming March of 2023. So one of the all-time great players here at Terre Haute South went on to have a great career at Purdue. And, you know, if you know Maynard at all, you know he's a great guy and he's a great coach. And it's a real privilege to have him back here at his alma mater doing what he loves, and that's coaching boys basketball.
Yeah, it always feels like a local legend's in the house, you know, when you come to a South game anymore with Coach Lewis. But once again, should be a pretty good matchup tonight. Robinson at Terre Haute South. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back here for all the action. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
XLH Sports, the undisputed leader in Indiana high school sports, is proud to be associated with the Indiana Sports Network. XLH Sports, check it out today.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each Butterburger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. Troy Wilsine and Troy Fears with you this evening, and you're watching the Culver's pregame show here on the Indiana Sports Network. And Troy, we'll take a quick look at Robinson. As you mentioned, they're out of the Little Illini Conference. That includes teams like Mount Carmel, Paris, Marshall, Newton, Richland County, and I believe KZ Westfield's in there along with Lawrenceville. So these guys, so far, 1-3 on the season. They lost their first game at St. Anthony and Effingham only by 7, and then they beat Effingham, lost to Breeze Central by 3, and Richland County, their first conference game, they dropped by 1. So 3 losses by a combined 12 points.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, Coach Mac Thompson, again, in his 12th year, you know, these guys, Terre Haute South and Wabash Valley is familiar with Robinson because they play in the Wabash Valley Classic tournament almost every year and just have a quality program there. They're very athletic.
Yeah.
You know, they have some guys that are well over 6 feet tall and can get up and down the floor, and they're going to get after you all night long, and that's what Terre Haute South is going to have to deal with. You know, Coach Thompson, again, Robinson was 14-15 coming in last year. I think they were 5-3 in conference play last year. So, again, a lot of the returning starters are back from that good quality team that they had last year. And I know Coach Thompson's obviously looking to improve on that record this coming year. And so far, they're off to a good start. I think they scored 81 points in their win over Effingham a couple weeks ago, and so they can put the ball in the basket, and so can Terre Haute South. So that's going to be an exciting matchup, and I think, again, as long-term, if Robinson can stay healthy throughout the season, again, they have the athleticism, they have the experience to be able to you know, put some opponents to rest in that Illini Conference.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they were 5-3 in conference play last year, finished 4th place in the Little Illini. We don't want to get too much into Terre Haute South from last season. You know, it was a rough year, 4-20. They didn't win a conference game. Obviously, they're in a very tough conference. You know, you've got, obviously, Terre Haute North, Bloomington North and South, Columbus North and Southport. I mean, that's a tough road to hoe every single season.
It really is, and I know Coach Lewis put in a lot of effort and hard work, and the team did over the summer to get better. And they are fortunate, again, to have some good quality guard play with Nas McNeil, Arnonic Schaus. Jude Mikowski's a big guy, big football player, is going to go play football on scholarship somewhere, and not necessarily a basketball player, but he wrecked some havoc on the basketball court. So, yeah, they had nothing but to go up from that 4-20, and they're showing good signs of improvement early in the season, which is what obviously Coach Lewis is looking for, and they're only going to get better the more games they play. And tonight is a perfect example of a game where they've got to be able to concentrate. As you mentioned earlier, they got a tough game coming up this weekend. You don't want to kind of overlook Robinson and this Tuesday night home game, which is an odd night to have a basketball game, but you know, these guys are basketball players, and they want to play any chance they get. So you don't want to overlook Robinson, and I'm sure Coach Lewis will have them ready to play tonight, and hopefully for good things as the season goes forward.
Yeah, we always hear it, in the, any professional league really. Got to take it one game at a time and not overlook any opponents, but especially coming off a year like last year, just 4 wins. Every win is a huge win for this team right now. And, they can equal last year's win total here tonight. That's pretty impressive. Coach Lewis is doing some great things, and they're going to be fun to watch this year.
They really are. They play a great style of basketball, which a lot of people like to watch, and that's, they're going to be running up and down the floor, and they're going to take a lot of three-point shots. And, hopefully they'll be falling, because that's when Coach Lewis likes the best, obviously.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But they can't forget the defensive side of things, too, and that's where they struggled a little bit last year, getting back on defense and in that transition game. And Robinson's going to try to take advantage of that, there's no doubt. But I think the improvements that Coach Lewis has made over the summer, that you're going to see a vastly improved overall Terre Haute South squad. Again, they don't have many seniors, and they have a lot of sophomores, only 1 junior on the roster. So they've got a lot of inexperience on the varsity level. At the same time, you say that these guys have played a lot of AAU basketball. They've played a lot together throughout the summer. So even though they may not have varsity experience, they've got experience playing together, and I think that's going to be a big stepping point going forward.
It should be a fun one to watch tonight. We're going to take one more break, and then we'll be back for the start of the action. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
Hey, this is Todd Hine with LaborLink.
And I'm Coach Schertz with your Indiana State men's basketball team.
With the Sycamores, the success of each individual player depends on the performance of the entire team.
That's right, Todd. Teamwork makes the dream work. And if you're looking for a job and want your own employment team, then LaborLink has a spot for you. Start work right away with LaborLink.
And come out and support Terre Haute's team, the Sycamores.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
We're closing in on start time here from Terre Haute, Indiana. Troy Wilson and Troy Fears with you on a rare Tuesday. We get some basketball and a late start time since our visitors come from Illinois, so it's just a win-win all around. But everybody's happy but my dog in the front yard right now.
Exactly, right. It's going to be past my bedtime by the time we get out of here. But anytime you can have some good quality high school basketball, doesn't matter what night of the week it is, it's going to be a barn burner for sure, and you're going to attract a lot of people.
Yeah, these two teams met last year in Robinson, and Terre Haute South came out with a 5-point victory. So we'll hope it's another close one. Looks like we're going to take a quick break as we're getting ready for our national anthem. We will be back with the first quarter of action. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
I am Matt Bilyeu, and this is my account. My relationship with Riddell started with a personal home loan. Moving back to the area, and from there it blossomed into a business opportunity. Riddell, I think, is so much more than just a bank. They're a true partner It's been so great, the relationship that we have with Riddell. They've partnered with us to make our family's dreams come true and bring Culver's to the Terre Haute community.
At Indiana Land and Lifestyle, we go to great depths to list and sell your property. If your agent isn't willing to go to these depths,
6 acres with bass,
to list and sell your property, don't you think that's a little fishy?
and there's fish everywhere. Oh! And snapping turtle!
For all your Indiana land needs, check us out at indianalandandlifestyle.com.
Oh, that's gross.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute as we get ready for action tonight. The Robinson Maroons are in town to face the Braves of Terre Haute South. Troy Wilson, Troy Fears with you for tonight.
Starting at one guard, a 6'5" senior, #1, Cooper Law. Starting at the second guard position, a 6'1" senior, #24, Wesley Jackson. Starting at the third guard position, a 6-foot senior, #25, Nate Werns. Starting at one forward tonight, a 6'6" junior, #31, Noah Gilmore. And at the other forward tonight for the Maroons, a 6'6" senior, #44, Aiden Parker. And the head coach of the Maroons in his 12th season at the helm is Mr. Mac Thompson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting five for your Terre Haute South Braves. Starting at one guard, a 6'1" senior, #2, Nas McNeil. Starting at the second guard position, a 5'10" junior, #3, Xavier Baker. Starting at the third guard position, a 6-foot sophomore, #12, Peyton Turner. Starting at forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 34, Landon Wilkinson. And starting inside at center tonight for the Braves, a 6'8" senior, number 13, Jude McCoskey. And the head coach of the Braves in his 7th season at the helm is Mr. Maynard Lewis.
Here from Terre Haute, Jude McCoskey, as you mentioned before the game, he is a big boy.
He sure is. He missed last game over the weekend because he was on a college visit for football.
So we are underway. Terre Haute South will control it to start. Nos McNeil, Xavion Baker, Jude McCoskey, Peyton Turner, and Landon Wilkinson, the starting 5 for the Braves.
Robinson out to a man-to-man defense. Obviously, both teams would like to get off to a good start tonight in the flow of their offense.
McCoskey bowls in, then dishes it out. Followed up. That looked like Wilkinson with the second chance. Couldn't put it home.
A little hard off the bank board there. Again, early in the game, you want to try to get those nerves out, try to get the feel of it. And again, early in the season, these guys probably haven't played much together as a group. Again, Mikowski missed Saturday's game altogether.
Down inside, Cooper Lowell makes the first basket of the game. It's a tough task going up against McCoskey in there. Lowell able to beat him to the hoop. South can't answer as that one's off the rim from McNeil.
And back-to-back easy looks for the Braves, just couldn't get it to go down.
Xavion Baker with the steal, up ahead to McNeil, and there's an easy 2. First turnover for Robinson.
Yeah, and South is so quick and athletic. They're going to be able to force those turnovers all night.
It's a long 3, a little bit short from Lowell. Scramble for the rebound. And it's going to belong to Robinson.
44 for Robinson. Aiden Parker is a transfer. Brand new to Robinson this year. He's been a big contributor so far for Robinson, and I'm sure he will be the rest of the season. I'm sure Coach Thompson was happy to see him come through the doors.
South looking to make something happen. As McNeil will control it. He drives in, fires out another 3 on the way, and this one's good. There's Peyton Turner. Terre Haute South outscoring their opponents by 50 so far this season. Most of that came in the Cloverdale game. But
Peyton Turner had 16 last weekend. He's not afraid to put the ball up.
Cooper Lowell once again, his second bucket of the game. Able to weasel in there and find the rebound for an easy putback. McCoskey at the top. He's going to pop a 3 in and out. Lowell brings it down.
Not sure that's the shot Coach Lewis wanted him to take, but not a bad rotation on the look.
Boy, there's a nice find down inside. They forgot about the backdoor man, and that one's in there. Noah Gilmore gets his first 2. That was a nice find from Aiden Parker.
It was. Kowski came up, and Parker was able to dish it out. Like I said, forgot the back door.
McNeil, a long 3, and he drains it. 8-6, Terre Haute South. Nice find on the drive, but a tough shot. Looks like McCoskey got hit in the gut there. And he's going to pick up a foul as that's going to go for Noah Gilmore. Chance for a three-point play.
And Mikowski did well, just had his arms straight up. And then, like I said, I think he got hit in the ribs or the gut. He kind of backed off his defender, kind of came back and obviously caused the foul. Now he's going to take a little rest. I think the refs underneath the basket are looking for a contact, a missing contact. I don't know.
I thought there was a wet spot down there.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it looks like number 31, Noah Gilmore, may have lost contact underneath the basket. And having had a lot of experience with contacts, that thing is trash now, no matter what. So.
Yeah, he could spit on it, lick his fingers. It's still not going to matter. I think he's got it out, and he's going to run to the bench, get some solution for it. Hopefully be able to put that in. And either way, Troy, if he misses the free throw, he's going to have a good excuse.
There you go.
And if he makes
one
it,
way to look at it.
He's going to be okay as well. So he's going to win no matter what.
He's trying to work it out now.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure it's in the right eye. And
you got to blink about 10,000 times before it feels comfortable again. We'll say they did honor Maynard Lewis before the game, as you had mentioned, and just a really neat deal for him.
It sure is. He's just found out today. They just announced it this morning at the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame that Maynard is part of the 25th Silver Anniversary team, which will be honored officially in March, during March Madness at the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. They'll have a luncheon there. It's hard to believe he was, I think in 1998, he was an Indiana All-Star. His jersey's up here in the gym at Terre Haute South, one of the best to ever play the game here at Terre Haute South.
Looks like we're ready to go. Noah Gilmore at the line. And he knocks it down. Contact must be all right. That's 5 for Gilmore. Terre Haute South kind of settling for the easy shots so far as Xavion Baker pumps up a 3 and misses. McNeil will fire a 3, and this one's good. Nos McNeil's second 3 of the game.
Little step back 3 by McNeil gets him 8 points in this quarter. Robinson's going to have to find an answer for that, or McNeil is going to be a problem all night.
Little inside out there. Robinson able to bring down the rebound. The putback no good. And there's a strong rebound, and we got a foul on Robinson. Landon Wilkinson ripping it out of there. And that foul's going to go on number 35, Corbin Rawlings.
Yeah, just a tough play, tough nose play there by the Braves, and Wilkinson being able to grab that rebound. Robinson a little out of sorts.
Rawlings, a senior, 6'3". As it looks like Terre Haute South has brought in Treva Branch, sophomore.
Yeah, it's Branch with the ball there.
Also, Chris Herron is in there, number 24. He's a 6'5" sophomore. So changing it up a little bit early on here for the Braves. And that one, like an errant pass out of play. That'll go back to Robinson. First turnover for the Braves.
Yeah, you mentioned Chris Herron, number 24 for the Braves. Son of football coach Tim Herron.
It's a nice find on the drive, and that one's going to drop. Aiden Parker with the bucket. Like the feed. Was that Wesley Jackson, I think, got him. Another 3, this one missed. And we're going to have a foul on South going on Treva Branch.
Yeah, silly foul there. Parker for Robinson had the rebound. Nice physical rebound. No need to foul at that point.
As we see number 15 for Robinson coming in, the junior, 6'3", Owen Schmidt. Schmidt has the ball right now. Long pass. Good pressure from the Braves. Schmidt for three. Way off the mark.
Coach Thompson not happy with Schmidt just entering the game, taking that shot, but
heat check.
It was a heat check. Fresh off the bench.
Tied up at 11, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. As there's McNeil, a long three. This one rattles out. Rebound comes down to the Maroons. We also see Jalen Wells in there for Terre Haute South, number 22. That's going to go to South.
You know, neither team so far, Troy, has been able to get many offensive rebounds. It's pretty much been one shot and done for both teams in this first quarter. But an entertaining first quarter at that. 11-11, the minute and a half to go.
Seen Robinson taking it down in the paint a lot more than Terre Haute South. As you said before the game, South's going to shoot their threes. And boy, have they so far.
They have, and they're hitting them. It's great. If they're not, again, it could be a long night for the Braves because Robinson's going to push the ball like they are right now and work for that good open shot.
Schmidt to the top and down inside. Horrible pass. McNeil comes up with it. He's going to take it coast to coast, but he misses. The rebound brought down and put back in by Jalen Wells. Robinson answers right back. Number 1, Cooper Lull, now with 6 points tonight. Savion Baker misses, and we've got a foul coming up on Chris Herron.
Cooper Lowell for Robinson caught the Braves lolling on defense after Wells hit that easy layup for the Braves. Cooper Lowell was able to rush down the floor for an easy bucket, and we're tied at 13 again with just now 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Robinson's showing that you've got to get back and get set quickly or they're going to take advantage of it.
They are. You cannot be lackadaisical against his Robinson team, again, who's very athletic and can move up and down the floor. They're just not in a hurry. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter to see if they can get off a good look at a last second shot here.
Schmidt loses it. That's brought up. Only a second to shoot, and that one's a little off. So that ends the first quarter of play. We're tied at 13. You're watching Terre Haute South basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
If somebody's on the fence of going into a recruiting office or just reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you. Because our organization, we look for students who want to go to college. We also have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
XLH Sports, the undisputed leader in Indiana high school sports, is proud to be associated with the Indiana Sports Network. XLH Sports. Check it out today.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. Second quarter just getting underway. We are tied at 13. Robinson and Terre Haute South, kind of a frantic first quarter there, but pretty fun to watch.
It was entertaining for the fans here.
Boy, nice find underneath, and Cooper Lull once again.
Passes like that will make it entertaining.
Wesley Jackson finding Lull underneath. Beautiful backdoor cut for 2. See if South can answer. Savion Baker has it at the top. Nos McNeil hit 2 threes in the first quarter. As there's a drive, and we've got a foul on Robinson. I believe that's going on Aiden Parker. No, going on Wesley Jackson, sorry.
Wesley Jackson, yeah, picking up his first, team second.
15-13, Maroon lead. Baker drives into the paint. Nice little shot, but misses. Rebound comes down to the Maroons.
Again, one shot and done for the Braves. Not able to get an offensive rebound.
Schmidt over to Gilmore. Robinson will reset. And there's a bump. Number 24, Chris Herron. That's going to be his second foul.
Yeah, he's going to come out. Jude McCoskey's going to come back in for the Braves. His little break after getting hit in the gut.
Little lob inside, and that's going to be a quick second foul on McCoskey.
Sure
just came back in and gets a foul after about 1 second.
I'm not even sure it was a second, but it was a nice play by Aiden Parker to get the foul. Let's see if he can connect on these 2 free throws.
He hits the first. Parker with 3 so far this evening as Landon Wilkinson comes back in. That might be the shortest stint I've ever seen played in a basketball game.
You are right, because I really not sure a second went off the clock.
This one missed, comes down. Nos McNeil on the run. He's going to take it coast to coast, and it's blocked.
Ooh, nice block. Parker got up.
McNeil able to get it back.
Going to give.
Now he pops a 3, and that's way off the mark. The rebound brought down by Lowell. Boy, that was a heck of a block by Parker.
Sure was. It's got to be a momentum shifter here for the Maroons. Hopefully they can take advantage.
Wesley Jackson misses. We've got a scramble underneath. Loose ball. Whoa, a lot of contact.
No foul. The official said he could not see who. I think it went off somebody's leg. They're going to call it a jump ball.
Noah Gilmore hit the deck hard on that one.
He did. We had bodies flying everywhere there. It's good hustle. A little out of control, but the jump ball goes to the Braves.
Nathan Werns back in for the Maroons. 3-point lead for Robinson. Savion Baker gonna pop the 3, and he nails it. His first 3 of the night, and we are tied up once again. Gilmore to Jackson, Cooper Lull, and he gives the lead right back to Robinson. Boy, he is having a heck of a night so far, 11 points already.
Yeah, that first 3-pointer for the Maroons came at a nice time.
Nos McNeil trying to answer. That one well off the mark. And Cooper Lull there to retrieve it. Little over 5 to play here in the second quarter. Terre Haute South trailing Robinson 19-16. Nice deflection. Savion Baker's got it. He's turning his man. Oh, tried to hit the trailing Brave and couldn't find him. I think that was Branch following him down the floor. Nice reverse put in there by Jalen Wells.
Wells' second bucket of the game. Right, Coach Thompson for the Maroons telling those guys to calm down a little bit, run the play, get in the offense.
Boy, they are getting some really good penetration inside, but Terre Haute South able to put a lot of pressure when it comes time to put it up, you know.
Yeah, they're getting a hand in the face.
There's another turnover for Robinson and a foul.
I got 5 turnovers for Robinson to Terre Haute South's 1. I'm not sure my stats are correct, Roy.
They probably are, right? Tend to lose track up here.
The Braves can do that to you with their, again, they're quick on the defensive front, and they can cause a lot of turnovers. And they'll be, you know, one of the quicker teams that Terre Haute, or that Robinson will see this year are these Braves.
That foul was on Cooper Law. That's his first. As we see Josh Morgan come in for the first time. Tried to find Wilkinson on the inlet pass, couldn't do it, and now Robinson has it. 19-18, Robinson leads. Wall down inside, nice steal by Nos McNeil.
Almost one too many passes there for Robinson.
Oh, there's going to be a foul. I think that's on Parker. And that's going to be his first. So free throws coming for Trevor Branch.
Looking for his first points of the night.
And he's got them. And we have, I believe, our 4th tie so far tonight. Back and forth. Boy, Terre Haute South really pushing the tempo here recently. Branch knocks them both down. The Braves take the lead.
You know, as you mentioned, the Braves, they play that up-tempo offense, and they'll do that for 4 quarters. And so it'll be interesting to see how well, you know, so far Robinson obviously has been able to match them up and down, but we'll see if they can do that all game.
There's a lob a little too high for Noah Gilmore, and Terre Haute South has it. Nos McNeil pushing it up the floor, a little floater through the lane, no good. Oh. And that pass up ahead too much. However, it's saved back to Aiden Parker, and he puts it in. All's well that ends well if you're a Robinson fan.
Yeah, nice job by Parker to stay with the play. You could have easily given up on that, but he followed him down the floor and ended up with an easy bucket.
Couple more threes missed. Landon Wilkinson wiped out by his own man. We've got a foul on Cooper Lull, and going to the line is Peyton Turner. That's Lull's 2nd foul. Peyton Turner, 3 points on the night so far. He's been a little off from long range this evening. And short on that free throw. Turner, just a sophomore, as coming back into the game for the Braves is Jalen Wells. And we also see Duke Thompson coming in for Robinson. He's a junior, 6 foot. As he knocks that one down, we're tied up at 21. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Aiden Parker working inside on Wells. Nothing there.
A little out of position Aiden was there. Didn't know if she should use the backboard or not.
Quick 3 knocked down by Josh Morgan. His first 3 points of the night. Parker drives and shoots. Can't answer, gets his own rebound. Now the ball's loose. Parker comes up with it. Nice find down inside, and then Robinson throws it away. Looks like we've got a timeout. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout. 2:21 to play here in the first half. 24-21. Braves lead. It's been a 3-point barrage. It's just they haven't hit too many of them yet. So.
No, they haven't, but just enough. And turnovers obviously been the issue for Robinson. I've got him down for 8 turnovers, and I'm sure Coach Thompson is telling the guys, just make the smart pass. They're almost making one too many passes as they, get down there low. They try to pass it back out and just go up with it, and which they were doing well in the first quarter. This second quarter, Terre Haute South has kind of gotten them out of their game and kind of back into South controlling the tempo here in this second quarter. And right now, it's led to a 3-point lead for the Braves.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seemed like Robinson played their style the first quarter. This second quarter, they've been playing more the South speed, and they've fallen behind. Xavion Baker misses a 3, and Robinson grabs the rebound. It was Duke Thompson bringing that one down. Nice find inside, but the layup is missed. Owen Schmidt had a wide open reverse, couldn't knock it down. Here come the Braves. And we've got an offensive foul on Peyton Turner. Not sure if he lowered the shoulder, maybe.
He might have. It's tough from our angle to see, but he kind of tried to take the baseline there, and I think you're right, Troy. Either stuck out his elbow or lowered that shoulder.
Under 2 minutes to play. That was Turner's first. As Aiden Parker. Boy, oh boy. Jalen Wells lost his footing, and that one taken to the hoop. I think that was Werns.
I think that was Werns, yeah, 25.
His first 2 of the night. Robinson back with it after another Terre Haute South miss. Still a 1-point Braves lead.
Yeah, I like the way Robinson moves the ball. They move the ball well. Again, another turnover.
Pass just a little behind his man, and Xavion Baker takes it to the hoop. 5 for him now. Under a minute to play here in the first half.
But as I was saying before that turnover, Robinson likes to move the ball. They move the ball well.
Jalen Wells with a big block. Nos McNeil, just about lost it. Comes up with it. 3 on the way, missed, and Robinson has it back.
That was a nice block by the Braves. Unable to take advantage of it.
Nice find shot inside, and a good finish from Nathan Werns. 1 point Brave lead.
Yeah, Werns with 4 points here. The last minute of play in this second quarter.
South going to hold for the final shot. 10 seconds to play. McNeil back to Baker. There's Turner. Looks at the clock, drives inside, and he traveled. .8 on the clock.
It's enough time for a catch and shoot, but see what Robinson, Coach Thompson, directing traffic here.
Werns is going to inbound. Just shy of midcourt. Schmidt flings one. Oh! It goes! Oh! Owen Schmidt from half court knocks it in. Sorry, that was Noah Gilmore. Noah Gilmore hits it from half court. And we go to halftime. Robinson all of a sudden in the lead, 28-26. So we will take a quick break. You're watching Terre Haute South basketball on the Indiana Sports Network. Oh, we are going to reestablish our sideline link, so we'll take a quick break. Thank you for watching the Indiana Sports Network. Sorry, we weren't ready to come back.
We were not ready. We thought we were going to have to go wrestle that satellite back and get us back on the air. But
back at halftime, it's 28-26. Robinson with a half-court three from Noah Gilmore takes the lead into half. And Troy, your impressions of that first half? It was kind of a wild one.
It was, but I'll be honest, I was impressed with Robinson. Again, it was an entertaining first quarter. Robinson moves the ball well on offense. They just had too many turnovers. I had them for 9 turnovers for that first half compared to 3 for Terre Haute South. But I like Robinson's, again, the way they move the ball, like the way they play offense. They just forced one too many passes there against the Braves. And, Cooper Lowell led them with, looks like 11, 11 points there. And Noah Gilmore had 8 as well, and Aiden Parker had 5. And
Lowell's tough. He's kind of an inside-outside guy. And
he is.
Hard to handle.
He really is tough for those guys to handle. And as you said throughout, Troy, that they were able to get the ball inside relatively easily against the Braves. And Terre Haute South doesn't really have an answer for that. And, on the flip side, as far as the Braves are controlled, they're, again, an up-tempo offense, like to shoot the ball, like to shoot that three-pointer. And when it's going in, as it was early for McNeil, he had 2 3-pointers in that first quarter. Peyton Turner had a 3 as well in that first quarter, but then they ran dry, and only 1 3-pointer, I believe, actually 2, in the second quarter by Josh Morgan had 1, and Xavion Baker had 1 as well, but they missed a lot of threes as well.
If you're going to play that style, you've either got to have good offensive rebounding or you've got to have somebody just shooting lights out, and so far neither of those things are happening. You find yourself in a pretty tight ball game.
Yeah, exactly, and it's going to be an up-tempo second half. Terre Haute South is going to have to come up and control the offense like they did during that second period. But we'll see if Robinson is able to counteract that. And they were able to counteract that well there in the end of the second quarter. But can they do it for 4 quarters total? That'll be the question mark. And I tell you, if Robinson can walk away with a road victory at a large school like Terre Haute South, that's a big feather in their cap.
Oh, yeah, that'd be something to hang your hat on for sure. But, the trouble inside so far for South, we saw Jude McCoskey, obviously that real quick second foul, took him out of the game completely for the second quarter. But they've been able to drive in there. Jalen Wells had a good block, but nobody's really established themselves in the paint for Terre Haute South, offensively or defensively, honestly. And Robinson, they're finding their way down there, but boy, they're missing a lot of point-blank shots.
They are, and that's where I said they seem to be making that one too many passes. They find themselves with kind of a wide open look, but they want to pass it back out or do something cute with it, and they just got to stay with their fundamental basketball, pass it around, find the good shot selection. The Braves, I've got 6 different players that scored. Nas McNeil leads the Braves with 8 points, but I believe he had all 8 of those in the first quarter.
Yeah, he did.
So they are able to find different guys to score, but unfortunately they've got to work on the rebounding. Yeah. We said throughout that first half they were kind of a one and done as far as get the shot. If it doesn't work for them, that's it. They don't get the offensive rebound. And with McCoskey and Heron and a couple of the bigger guys, you would think they would be able to be an offensive rebounding threat, and they just weren't that first half.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out in the second half of play. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
To everyone who loves great food, Let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre, Haute South. It's a 28-26 Robinson lead. And if you missed it, be sure you go back and watch the replay later of the shot Noah Gilmore hit at halftime. That was a line drive if I've ever seen one.
It really was. You know, Gilmore stands at 6'6", so he doesn't have to jump a whole lot, and I don't think he jumped at all when he released that ball, the logo, mid-court at Terre Haute South, and it literally was a line drive shot. Would have bounced off the center field wall, but went right in the bucket to put the Maroons up by 2 as we head into the third quarter here.
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, Terre Haute South, they've got to get some rebounding. There's just nobody really establishing themselves underneath. And, you know, it's that kind of thing. All of a sudden you find yourself behind looking to dig out of a hole, and now you've got to make some shots. You know, there's not much passing on the offensive end. We see a lot of just stop and pops, and it's a real quick possession, and Robinson's off and running. So it's we'll see what Coach Lewis comes up with for the second half of play as the Braves look to remain unbeaten in the season. They're 3-0 so far. But the road's going to get a lot tougher from here on out, and got to start improving right now.
You sure do. And again, other than turnovers for Robinson in that first half, I know Coach Thompson's got to be happy is obviously to have a 2-point lead at halftime. You cannot say too many bad things about that, but it actually could have been you know, a more extensive lead had they not had all those turnovers. And as you said, for Terre Haute South, they've got to find that rebounding presence. And hopefully it can be Jude Mikowski. You would think at 6'8", you know, he got hurt, kind of hit in the gut, as we said, in that first quarter, and didn't get to play a whole lot that first half. So let's see if his presence can be felt here in this third quarter.
Robinson has it to start as Aiden Parker's going to drive the lane. Nice little dump off, and the layup is good for Nathan Werns. Beautiful find by Parker. Boy, he was pretty impressive in the first half. He can play anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, he's very athletic, be able to, very smooth, you know, up and down the floor.
There's Mikowski. He's going to drive on Parker, and he draws a foul. That's Parker's second. On the floor for the Braves, see Landon Wilkinson, McCoskey, Nos McNeil, Xavion Baker, and Jalen Wells, as now Wilkinson leaves. Peyton Turner in. And Xavion Baker pops a three. No good. McCoskey, the rebound, and an easy layup. First two of the night for Big Jude.
And that's what we talked about.
And there's a quick foul on McCoskey.
Yeah, he lowered that shoulder
No reason at all for that one.
No, there was not at all. And I was watching him because he had just scored at the other end.
Yeah.
He was a little lazy there and didn't move his feet. Instead, moved his shoulder right into him.
It's a kick ball, so Robinson will have it. 30-28. Robinson leads. On the floor for Robinson, I mentioned Werns and Parker. There, that one's thrown away. Cooper Lawl's in there along with Noah Gilmore and also Wesley Jackson. So another turnover for Robinson. That puts them in double digits. And another turnover for Terre Haute South. That's 4. Parker drives, can't do anything with it.
Nope.
McNeil had it. McCoskey gets it. Turner driving now. He dumps off to Xavion Baker. Drives the lane, scoops and scores.
A little helter-skelter there for both teams.
It's hard to keep up with all of that.
That was, but Xavion Baker comes up with his 7th point of the night.
It's a long two, spins out. Parker comes down with it, and he's fouled. McNeil was on the floor. I don't think that's on him. Turner.
Yeah, it was on Peyton Turner with the foul, his 2nd foul.
Parker at the line. He's got 5 on the evening.
I feel like he should have more than 5. The way he plays the game and is an important part of this Maroon offense.
Yeah, there's rarely a possession where he's not touching the ball. Corbin Rawlings back into the game. Parker knocks them both down.
Nice rotation by Parker. I like that.
He's got a good looking shot.
6'6", under 90 pounds. He's going to be a fun player to watch for the Maroons all season.
McNeil, there's a charge on Corbin Rawlings. That's his 2nd foul. Or not a charge, sorry, a blocking foul.
Well, he said it's a shooting foul, which I did not think he was shooting at all.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. They're going to have a discussion now. Didn't look like he was going up to me, but and now they're going to, they got the call right.
They did. The closer official saw that Nas was not going up at all. As you said, he was getting ready to, I think, pass the ball off to Mikowski.
Trevor Branch in for the Braves. As McCoskey flings one up there, can't get it, gets the rebound, short arms it, and there's Parker.
That's what the Braves want, is that ball down low to Mikowski, him to have a couple looks at it.
Parker, all kinds of time to set up, and he drains the 3. Very impressive, Aiden Parker. Biggest lead of the game for Robinson, but there's an easy 2. Terre Haute South and Jalen Wells answer right back. So we've got a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
I am Matt Bilyeu, and this is my account. My relationship with Riddell started with a personal home loan, moving back to the area, and from there it blossomed into a business opportunity. Riddell, I think, is so much more than just a bank. They're a true partner. It's been so great, the relationship that we have with Riddell. They've partnered with us to make our family's dreams come true and bring Culver's to the Terre Haute community.
At Indiana Land and Lifestyle, we go to great depths to list and sell your property. If your agent isn't willing to go to these depths,
6 acres with bass,
to list and sell your property, don't you think that's a little fishy?
And there's fish everywhere. Oh! And snapping turtles!
For all your Indiana land needs, check us out at indianalandandlifestyle.com.
Oh, that's gross.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Back at Terre Haute South, Robinson leads the Braves 35-32. 5:35 left in the third quarter. I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors tonight. Of course, our presenting sponsor, the Indiana Army National Guard. Our pregame sponsor, Culver's. Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil. Riddell National Bank, York Automotive, Honey Creek Collision, and Mossy Oak Properties. Robinson has the ball. That one missed. A nice rebound and follow-up. Followed his own shot, Nathan Werns. He has 8 now.
Yeah, didn't score at all in the first quarter, but then scored at the end of the second quarter, 4 points, and now he's got 4 here in this third quarter for the Maroons.
There's a little floater, little fall. Trevor Branch. South able to answer. They keep this deficit at 3, and there's a steal by Nuss McNeil. Branch drives down and puts it in. No foul called, but Trevor Branch on a roll, and it's a 1-point Robinson lead.
Terrell South with a little pressure.
And it's working so far. They've got Robinson out of sorts. Nuss McNeil on the run. Can't put it in. Wanted the foul. Aiden Parker trying to get control for Robinson here. Cooper Lull, all kinds of time, misses the 3. Full court pass for, knocked away, but a foul on Cooper Lull. That name's hard to say. L-O-L-L. It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Cooper with the 2 O's and the Lull with the 2 L's.
So we see.
Yeah, Terre Haute South with some pressure here in the last minute of play has caused some havoc for the Maroons.
Chris Herron at the line, and he misses the first. Herron yet to score this evening. Lull's going to take a break. That was his 3rd foul. As we see Owen Schmidt come back in.
Yeah, that's a big foul for Robinson.
Herron knocks that down. He's on the board, and we are tied once again. So a nice little comeback there by the Braves. They found themselves down by 5, answered quickly, and that one's going to drop once again. Number 25, Nathan Werns.
He's got 10 points tonight.
McNeil kind of trapped himself over there, gets it out to Baker. Trevor Branch, he's been doing quite a bit of scoring here recently. 3.5 to play here in the third quarter. Perhaps the longest possession of the night for the Braves, but it comes up empty. Robinson's been a little out of sorts the last few minutes, and now we've got a travel on Aiden Parker. As Duke Thompson comes back in, Lowell right back in the game.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Lowell's coming back in the game. I know why, but with 3 fouls with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, surprised Coach Thompson's putting him back in. And now he
got
just
a
picked
foul.
up his 4th foul.
Wow.
And he was hugging Herron.
Yeah, he's going to come back out pretty quick. Aiden Parker looks like he's beat, man.
Yeah, I don't know
looking for
what.
a breather.
If Aiden got hit in the leg, he was kind of limping a little bit, favoring his left leg. So
Corbin Rawlings back in for Lowell.
This is going to be an important stretch for Robinson with their 2 main guys on the bench.
Good defense underneath, and a travel goes against Jalen Wells. Boy, they got 3 defenders all around him, nothing he could do. Terre Haute Stout still with the pressure on here. So far it's worked pretty well. Robinson tries to break it, and a travel on Rawlings. They've taken them out of their element here, and it's working pretty well.
It has. Robinson had a chance to break that press back-to-back times. not been able to come away with any points.
This is really when you need the speed of Lowell, not to mention kind of that senior leadership on the floor. Reverse, Nos McNeil, it won't fall. Heron gets the rebound and then throws it away, and look out, we've got Wesley Jackson. Oh, and he's rejected, but a foul. Nos McNeil sent that one flying out of bounds, but you got a piece of him, it looks like. Oh, the foul's on Wells.
Yeah, the foul's on Wells. Both Wells and McNeil, as you mentioned, were skying high there to block that shot.
And he misses the first. Jackson hasn't scored yet this evening. As coming into the game, number 22, Cole Weber, a 6'4" junior.
Yeah, Jackson, the only Robinson starter to not score in the game.
That's going to stay with Robinson. First time we've seen Weber tonight.
Lucky break for the Maroons, get the ball right back.
This is a bit of an odd 5 on the floor for Robinson. And that one's going to roll in. That was Noah Gilmore. He's got 10. Terre Haute South pushing the tempo. Nos McNeil out to Branch for 3. No. And that one ripped away by Jackson.
Jump ball is going to stay here at Terre Haute South.
Boy, a lucky break there. Wesley Jackson just ripped it away from Wells.
And you mentioned it, Troy. This is where Terre Haute South has got to take advantage of the lineup that Robinson has on the floor. Not that it's a bad one, it's just an inexperienced lineup against a much quicker Braves offense, but the Braves turn it over.
Yeah, not sure what McNeil was trying to do there. He kind of got himself lost underneath. Another turnover. The Braves trail by 4. Robinson back to their set offense. They haven't been able to do this most of the third quarter. Oh, got himself too far underneath on that one, didn't Noah Gilmore. And Xavion Baker, I thought he was going to pop that. Easy find to Branch, misses the layup, gets it back and lays it in. Two-point Robinson advantage. There's a 3 on the way, and it's knocked down. Owen Schmidt. Back to a 5-point Maroon lead.
First bucket of the game for Schmidt. Came at a great time.
Baker answers right back. Boy, this game has its spurts where it's just insane at times.
Back and forth we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. What a very entertaining here, third quarter. In the next 36
We're going to take a quick break. We've got a timeout on the floor. Sorry to cut you off, Troy. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
Welcome back to Terre Haute South. It's a 44-42 Robinson lead over the Braves. A little over 30 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. The action kind of ramped up there the last minute or so.
Sure did. Back and forth.
Robinson has it.
A sloppy game on both ends, but an entertaining game is to call. It's going to be a fun fourth quarter, I'm afraid.
See what Robinson decides to do here. That's Duke Thompson. He's going to send it back out to Jackson, and now Parker. About 15 seconds to go. And we've got a timeout called by Robinson.
30-second timeout for Thompson. Coach Thompson wants to set up a play here.
Been a pretty helter-skelter game. It's
It has, which again, I think that fits into Terre Haute South style a lot more than it does Robinson's. But again,
Yes.
Robinson put up, 81 points against Effingham a couple weeks ago. So they prove that they can fill it up.
And you look at South, I mean, 73 against Cloverdale. They put up 71 against Morrisville. So it's hard to slow these guys down, and so far Robinson's done a pretty good job. But you could tell they were trying to get inside a little more when the second half started. It just didn't really work out too well.
No, and then South started that little pressure defense that caused some issues for Robinson. Got Braves back in the game.
Cooper Lowell back in. He's got 4 fouls. They try to find him. That's stolen away. Up ahead to Baker. He's got to put it up. He does, and it doesn't go. So we will go to the fourth quarter. Terre Haute South trails Robinson 44-42. You're watching. Oh, we've got a foul on the floor. I didn't know they called a foul.
I did not know they called a foul either.
Xavion Baker's going to be at the line as that foul goes on Wesley Jackson, his second. Here I was given the outro, and Xavion's going to tie it up in the meantime. If he makes this one. He does. Now it's the end of the third quarter. However, we are tied at 44, and you're watching Terre Haute South basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute South. Troy Wilsine and Troy Fears with you this evening. And we've got a barn burner. 44-44, 8 minutes to go. Robinson and Terre Haute South have been deadlocked most of the night, it seems.
Sure have. They were tied at 13 after 1. Robinson had a 2-point lead at halftime, but tied again after 3. Let's see what happens here in this fourth quarter.
That 3 off the mark. Wesley Jackson comes down with the rebound, fires it out to Parker. He's going to send it down inside. That is good. It looked like a foul to me, but no call. Noah Gilmore puts it home for 2.
12 for Noah Gilmore tonight. And yeah, I agree. There's a lot of contact there, but no call. Able to fight through it and pick up an easy 2 points.
Landon Wilkinson bowls his man down. Can't hit the shot. Knocked out. McNeil misses the 3. And a scramble for the rebound. It's going to go to Robinson.
A lot of contact here early in this fourth quarter, but
both of these teams, you know,
officials
they
need to get home.
It's that late start. It's got them.
Yeah, they're all disheveled.
Both of these teams can smell a win. Oh, a horrible pass, and Nos McNeil with the easy layup.
Nos gets into double digits. Started out hot, but slowed down in that second and third quarter.
Jackson got bailed out there. A pass too low, kind of at the feet of Owen Schmidt, but it bounced off one of the Brave defenders out of bounds. You wonder when they'll put Cooper Law back in. He's got 4 fouls. It's kind of a different dynamic when he's on the floor for the Maroons. Aiden Parker pops a 2 and misses. Nos McNeil, a big rebound there. And Xavion Baker's going to push it. Big floater misses. Scramble in the paint. And a jump ball.
Just a poor shot there by Baker.
Yeah,
that floater, you wanted to have that one back. Set up your offense.
It'll remain with South. Tied at 46. And we've got an offensive foul. I think that's going on Heron. No, Branch, sorry.
Branch, yeah, offensive foul away from the ball.
There goes a moving screen up top.
Got South with a little pressure here that caused some issues for Robinson, but they're able to break it.
Yeah, they figured out.
Yeah, they have, which is good, but no,
look
they
at
turned
that.
the ball right over.
Xavion Baker with a steal. Oh, he got too far under the basket. Now we've got another fight for the ball. South comes up with it. You hit the nail on the head when you said it's really sloppy, but it's entertaining. It's still early in the season, though,
It
right?
is. And these guys are going to – it's early for the officials as well.
Baker kind of looking to shoot, it seems. He finds Branch, who's going to drive. He gets knocked down. Heron misses the layup. That one brought down, and finally a foul called as Branch was doing a lot of reaching in there. As the ref tells him to calm down a little bit. That one's going to go on Heron. I've got it wrong like every time. I'm going to stop thinking I know what's going on.
Yeah, that's your problem. That's what you're thinking. And
just wait till they put it on the scoreboard, and we'll go with that.
But these officials are going to have to get control of this fourth quarter.
South had it, lost it, had it again, and we got a foul called. I'm going to wait till they put it on the scoreboard. Jalen Wells, okay. At the line is Nathan Werns.
Werns with 10 points. We've got 4 Maroons in double digits in scoring tonight.
Yeah, they spread it around pretty good.
They do.
That one misses, so we remain tied as Peyton Turner comes back in. Branch leads the game.
Yeah, in these kind of games, it's going to be, it could easily come down to free throws.
Yeah.
And which team hits them here in this fourth quarter.
Neither team's been excellent from the line. Xavion Baker's a good free throw shooter. That one's knocked down by Werns, and it's a 1-point Robinson lead. Baker has it up top. Now McNeil. South trying to work for something. McNeil pops a 3, and he hits it. We've got a timeout on the floor.
If somebody's kind of on the fence of going into a recruiting office or just reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you because our organization, we look for students who want to go to college. We also have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute South. 4:52 to play in the fourth quarter. It's a 49-47 Braves lead Nos McNeil just hit a big three. I think that was his third of the night. And they've been few and far between, but that was a big one.
It was. It puts obviously the Braves up by 2, under 5 minutes to go. Robinson not out of this game by any means.
Nice
right back
find.
into it. A beautiful give and go by Parker. Parker almost could have dunked that ball.
He gets up there. Cooper Lull is back in for Robinson with 4 fouls. McNeil driving, lays it up, misses, rebound, comes down to number 25, Nathan Werns.
It'll be interesting to see if Terre Haute South tries to go at Cooper Lull, get him to pick up that 5th foul. As you mentioned earlier, Troy, he is a difference maker for Robinson when he's in the game.
Gilmore fighting hard in there, and we've got a foul called on Heron. That's his 4th. You know, after some of the things they don't call, and then they call that, it makes you wonder sometimes.
It does. I can tell Chris Heron is frustrated.
Noah Gilmore hits the first. He's got 13 tonight. As Jude McCoskey checks back in. One thing South's going to have to watch is every time Robinson gets a rebound down here, I mean, they are slapping and rooting and gouging at them. They're not going to get away with that on the road.
No, especially during conference play. Again, Terre Haute South is much better improved from where they were a year ago.
Over the back on Aiden Parker.
But it's still early in the season, and
South with it, trailing by 2. Turner has it up top. Now to Baker, down into big Jude McCoskey. Gets a little too far underneath. You got to watch it with Baker and McNeil. They can stop and pop just about any time. That pass is deflected from McCoskey.
Jump ball. It's going to go Robinson's possession. I think Parker got a hand on that ball when Mikowski tried to throw it across the lane.
The passes just aren't very quick down here, really, for either team. It's like they're eyeballing their guy and then they go with it. And a lot of deflections, a lot of steals tonight.
Yeah, again, it's early in the season. Both teams showing promise, but obviously showing things they can improve on as well.
Noah Gilmore has it. He hit that ridiculous half-court shot.
That was one of the most ridiculous I've seen at the high school level.
He drives in, flings one up, and we've got a foul on McCoskey. And that's his 4th. Under 3 to play. It's a 2-point Robinson lead, and Noah Gilmore's at the line once again. As Heron comes in for McCoskey. Remember, Heron has 4 fouls as well.
That's what I like about these big guys. You know, the big guys have never had a foul in their life.
15 now for Gilmore.
They just stand there and don't think they foul.
Never. Quite a show by Robinson this evening. Some, as you said, 4 players in double digits. Nos McNeil, he's the leading scorer for Terre Haute South. He's got 13 so far, including 3 threes. And there's a nice layup, but it's missed, almost knocked back in. Parker comes down with it. And now you got to start watching that clock a little bit. 2.5 to play.
Robinson they got to continue to be smart with the basketball.
Got it back wide open, Cooper Lull. Well, that's more
Smart.
bad luck than anything.
Or luck, yeah.
We've got a timeout on the
They'll
floor.
take it.
You're watching Terre Haute South basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness. Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland. Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Welcome back to Terre Haute South, 55-49. Robinson leads the Braves right now. It's only 2:19 to play here in the fourth quarter, and time's ticking away here, Troy, as the Braves find themselves in the biggest deficit they've been in all night.
But with the way the Braves play, we know they can score baskets quick. And so we'll see what happens here, what Coach Lewis can draw up.
Baker, a little floater, misses. Boy, they've missed a lot of both of these teams.
A lot of bunnies, and again, no rebounding, offensive rebounding for the Braves.
Now, if you're Robinson, you're looking to take some time on each of these possessions. Parker traveled. Another unforced error from Robinson. A lot of turnovers tonight for the Maroons.
Yeah, I've got close to actually I've got them down for 19 turnovers for the game, 10 in this half.
Under 2 to play. Xavion Baker drives the lane, scoops and scores. Now just a 4-point lead for Robinson. A minute and a half to go. The pressure being applied by the Braves. There's a lob pass inside. Gilmore's got it. Goes up, can't get it, but it's knocked off of Heron, out of bounds.
Kind of came out of Gilmore's hands. Got it knocked away. Luckily
Cooper
they get the ball back.
Inbounds, nice inbounds play, but it's knocked away. Scramble for it on the floor. South can't get it. Noah Gilmore finds himself with a wide open layup and misses. And now we've got a foul going against Nathan Werns.
Coach Thompson was beside himself.
I'm not sure I followed everything that just happened there, but
it seemed to be some easy looks, but give Terre Haute South credit for getting some hands on the ball and not giving up.
Nas McNeil hits the free throw. And it's now a 3-point lead for the Maroons. McNeil, another free throw coming. And he got it. So Terre Haute South creeping right back into this thing. Minute 10 to play. Robinson has it. You know, the only other game I've called on the Sports Network here that for South, they won on a buzzer beater last year in the Gobbler shootout games.
Well, we got a good chance to see it going down to the wire tonight.
Schmidt thought about the three, didn't
he?
Take
He did,
it.
and that was a good wise play by Schmidt. They don't need to shoot the ball.
I think you almost want to make South foul. I think they're going to. 40 seconds to play now, and we've got a foul called on Jalen Wells.
Yeah, nice heads-up play by Robinson. Just working the ball around, working that clock down.
So Noah Gilmore is at the line.
He's hit 5 free throws tonight. I think he's 5 out of 6. But
seems to be one of their better shooters. He misses that one, and South has it, trailing by 2. Baker takes it all the way, but misses the layup, and Lowell comes down with the rebound. Now they pretty much
South
have
got
to
get
foul.
back on defense.
Nos McNeil pleading his case to the referee. We've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
You're watching high school basketball on the Indiana Sports Network, presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
It's been a pretty wild one tonight from Terre Haute South. Troy Wilson and Troy Fears back with you. 25 seconds to play, and it's a 2-point Robinson lead. Robinson has the ball, and South looking to steal a quick one, or they're going to have to foul.
No foul early.
Yeah, not much time to mess around here. There's the foul from Wells. That's 4 on him.
Gilmore, who just missed the free throw, be back on the line. He's hit 5 free throws on the night. None more important than.
Yeah, now the pressure's on, and he rattles that one out. No good. As Wesley Jackson comes back in. The shooters are all in there for Terre Haute South, and he misses both. South, 15 seconds to go. Here goes Nos to the hoop, and he scores! Nos McNeil ties up the game with 12 seconds to play. Coming up big, Nos McNeil.
There was no denying Nos that one. He was going to take it all the way once he got the miss from Gilmore. McNeil just drove it all the way the length of the court. You can make a case that he almost went too quick. There's 12.2 seconds left. Plenty of time for Robinson now to set up a shot.
Robinson has a fair amount of shooters too. Aiden Parker's dangerous from anywhere on the floor. Gilmore's been big, Cooper Lowell. So, boy, if you're Coach Lewis, I'm not sure who you key in on here.
Yeah, you just got to play good, solid defense if you're, and no fouls, which has been South's issue. If I'm Robinson, I'm going to go down, I'm going to break this press like they've seemed to do relatively easily and get it down low to Parker.
Jackson brings it up, and we've got another timeout. And
Parker
it's going
or
to be a
Lowell
full one, so we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
If somebody's kind of on the fence of going into a recruiting office or just reaching out to a recruiter, I would absolutely encourage it, if anything, just for the information.
We have a lot of enlistment bonuses out there right now, upwards to about $20,000. If you're in college or you plan to be to college, this is a great choice for you, because our organization, we look for students who want to go to college. We also have educational benefits where we pay up to 100% of tuition.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Just 8 seconds remain in this one, maybe. We're tied up at 55. Robinson has the ball, and they've got it on their end of the floor here, looking to win this one. and send a little shockwave through Terre Haute South if they do. It's been a wild one. It's just
It has been. It's been a fun Tuesday night edition of Indiana Sports Network and some Indiana high school basketball, or Wabash Valley, I should say, high school basketball, with Robinson coming across the state lines. And you know, Robinson's the size of, I think, just under 500 students.
Yep.
Terre Haute South is about 1,500.
Here we go.
Huge victory. If Robinson can pull it off.
Lowell gets it back. Can't hit it. Puts the layup up.
No,
good. And we've got a timeout. Terre Haute, I think it's a timeout.
I believe so.
South got the rebound. And the refs are going to have a discussion. The clock is showing 3/10 remaining. Boy, Cooper Lull had a wide open layup there, and once again it rattles out.
He didn't quite have, he was a little out of position. Kind of got behind him a little bit and couldn't get it in there. Had a couple looks at it, but the Terre Haute South got the rebound. And called timeout, but we're going to see the officials. I think there's got to be at least 1.3, 1.4, not 14,
now we
but
got
there could be
1.4.
1.4.
A little confused. There we go, 1.4 on the clock.
I think that's a good call by the officials.
Well, after what we saw at the end of the first half, anything's possible.
That is correct. Could be a reversal of teams here as Terre Haute South will get the ball down at the far end with 1.4 seconds and a chance to win this game in regulation. If not, we're going to get some free basketball.
Yeah. McNeil and Xavion Baker both incredibly fast. You hit them about half court, they can take a couple dribbles and get a decent look. Jude McCoskey, Trevor Branch is in there as well. And Jalen Wells is going to inbound.
Jalen Wells, quarterback on the football team, I believe. So
they need him now. That one deflected. Baker fires one from the sideline, and we are headed to overtime. Tied at 55. You're watching Terre Haute South basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
XLH Sports, the undisputed leader in Indiana high school sports, is proud to be associated with the Indiana Sports Network. XLH Sports. Check it out today.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021, Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana. We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
Well, 32 minutes, couldn't decide it tonight, so we're going to play 36. What do you think?
We might play more than 36.
I got to work tomorrow morning. I don't know. Too late.
I have a feeling this could go.
And South knocks the tip out of bounds. Oh, no. Let's hope Knox McNeil's okay. He ran into the grandstands down there on the end of the court. He might have jammed his finger or something.
Fingers or his wrist. He's kind of hit that first row of the bleachers. As he dove for that ball, ends up being a Robinson ball underneath their basket.
Just a quick look at the foul trouble trouble. Cooper Lowell has 4 for Robinson. For Terre Haute South, McCoskey has 4. Wells has 4. And Heron also with 4. So Robinson has it. Cooper Lowell inbounding. Noah Gilmore, who's played a big role in this second half. They go down inside. There's Lowell working, spins, shoots, misses. Tap by Parker. He comes up with it, fights back to the hoop. Blocked by Wells. And now Parker back with it, and he's being hounded.
Parker needs some help.
Fired down inside. That was a risky pass, and it didn't pay off. Terre Haute South has it. Nas McNeil brings it up the court. Over to Branch. Back to McNeil. Now Xavion Baker drives. They're just looking for a 3. South going to slow it down a little bit. Already 1 minute gone here in overtime.
First time all night, South has slowed it down.
McNeil drains the 3. It's a 3-point Terre Haute South lead.
Gives McNeil 20 on the night. To lead all
Gilmore
scorers.
drives. Lull gets it back. A third opportunity for Robinson. And he's fouled. That might be Wells. Yep, that's the end of the game for Jalen Wells. He fouls out with 6 points.
Okay, Robinson just not able to find the bottom of the basket here. The end of the regulation and now here at the beginning of the overtime.
Yeah, we don't
good
have a way
looks.
of seeing the shooting percentage, but I wouldn't want to tonight. It's not going to be very impressive from either side. Jude McCoskey back in for Terre Haute South. At the line is Nathan Werns for Robinson. And he knocks down the first one. So it's a 2-point Braves lead. 2:23 to play in overtime. Werns hits them both. If you're South, take your time. Last time it worked out pretty well. They moved the ball around pretty well, found an open 3 for McNeil, and he drained it.
Yeah, South again gave Robinson a look they had never seen. The last possession, and it worked out. That one didn't quite work out. Let's see if Robinson can get the ball in the basket.
McNeil, he can't stay with it. McCoskey hits the deck. 3-4 guys on the floor now, and Robinson has the ball. Lull, he's going to drive. Reverse is up and in. Cooper Lull. And we've got a 1-point Robinson lead with 1.5 minutes to play.
Again, Terre Haute South slowing it down. I like this play by Terre Haute South. I like how they're playing this overtime period.
Xavion Baker controlling it. Pops a long 3. No good. Rebound down to Parker. And we've got a foul, and that might be the 5th on Heron. And it is. So another Brave has fouled out. Chris Heron fouls out. 1 point for him tonight. As Landon Wilkinson will come back in. And at the line is Aiden Parker for the Maroons. Parker misses the first one. It's a 1-point Robinson lead. Just a crazy night here at Terre Haute South. Just back and forth ball game, a lot of ties. Parker gets the second, and it's a 2-point Robinson advantage. 60-58. South has it with just over a minute to play. Xavion Baker, he's been running point here in OT. McCoskey to Wilkinson. Into big Jude McCoskey. He's going to take it in, and he scores! We're tied at 60, 45 seconds to play. Robinson's going to go. Here's Parker.
Coach Thompson calling for the spread offense.
30 seconds remain.
Kill some more time here on the clock. Parker picked up his dribble.
Lull has it near midcourt. 20 seconds to play.
They got plenty of time.
They're saving it for the last shot. Cooper Lull has it. Down to 10. Lull's got to make a move. He fires into Gilmore. Gilmore drives. Gilmore scores! 4 seconds left. What a big shot by Noah Gilmore.
It's a fantastic play by the Maroons. Work the ball in the corners. Got Gilmore in the top of the key. Fakes the pass and then turns around and it's left wide open.
Yeah,
for the layup.
It's a nice little fake there, and it opened him up enough to get the layup. And for once, they actually hit it, so that was good.
Yeah, that was good to see. There's not a cylinder on that rim. Gilmore with 18, none bigger than those two right there. With 4 seconds to go here in the first overtime.
He's a junior, but he is certainly a leader on this team, it appears. 62-60, Robinson leads South. So if you're the Braves, who's your hero?
Well, I think you got to go with Knox McNeil. I don't think they'll play, again, it's tough to tell with this South squad, but they're not going to play for a tie. I think they're going to try to go for 3.
Yeah.
Which is what they would normally do, and any of the guys on the floor, other than maybe Jude McCoskey, can hit the 3.
He tried one.
He did. And he may try it again, but the other guys on the floor.
Trevor Branch inbounding. We've got McNeil. We got Turner. Xavion Baker. Turner's got it. They got to hustle. Branch at half court. Branch stops, pops for the win, and it's no good. Robinson takes down Terre Haute South 62-60 in overtime. Wow, that was a wild one. And what a big win for Robinson as they move to 2-3 on the season. And Terre Haute South, their first loss of the year, they dropped to 3-1. That was a crazy ball game.
It sure was.
A lot to take in from that one. But
yeah, it was great for obviously Robinson to be able to come on the road to a big school like Terre Haute South and come away with the victory. Is it's going to be a happy bus ride back to the Illini. And so, but wow, that was it was a lot of fun. Cooper Lowell ended up with 15. I had Owen Schmidt with 3. Nathan Wirtz with 13. Noah Gilmore with 18. Again, none bigger than the 2 there at the end that give them the lead. And then Aiden Parker, who was a lot of fun to watch, ended up with 13 as well. That's your scoring for the Maroons, who, again, were able to pass the ball, move the ball well, and set up some plays that and just caused some trouble for Terre Haute South, who, again, we talked all night. We're just kind of that one shot and done, unable to capitalize on the Maroons' turnovers. And, the Maroons were not able to finish them off in the free throw line. But Terre Haute South, again, much improved from last year. You can definitely tell. And Coach Lewis, again, has got the team heading in the right direction. It's early in the year, and they made some mistakes, as Robinson did as well. But Knox McNeil led all scorers with 20 on the night. Xavion Baker had 14. Branch with 8, Turner with 4, Mikowski with 4, Wells with 6, and Heron with 1. Again, and Josh Morgan ended up with 3 points as well. So my unofficial scores for the Braves. But all in all, a fun Tuesday night here at Terre Haute South.
That was more than I thought we were going to get tonight. It was
We
a
did.
fun
We
one,
got some free basketball at the end here at Pat Rady Court. Always fun. Got to celebrate a legend and Coach Lewis and the 25th silver anniversary announcement today. And again, both teams are going to have good solid seasons, I think, moving forward. And both teams have good things to look back on after tonight and things to improve on as well.
Yep. Terre Haute South will next be in action on Saturday at Avon. I believe they play at 4:30. And then next week they play at South Vermilion. So a couple tough road tests. As for Robinson, they have another conference game at KZ Westfield on Friday. And then they come back to the Hoosier State and play Bar Reeve on the 10th. So that'll be another tough one. But we'll see how it goes. They showed themselves pretty well tonight.
And here on the Indiana Sports Network, Friday night, we got a nice game against two rivals. West Vigo will be visiting Northview. That's a 7:30 p.m. varsity tip. So, again, that'll be right here on the Indiana Sports Network. The Vikings at the Knights for some Friday night high school basketball action.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun over there in Brazil on Friday. We'd like to quickly thank our sponsors tonight. Our presenting sponsor, the Indiana Army National Guard. Our pregame sponsor, Culver's. Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil. Honey Creek Collision. Riddell National Bank. York Automotive. Mossy Oak Properties. Troy Fears, I had a lot of fun tonight. First time we've called a game together. Hopefully we can do it again soon. So we'd like to thank Tony Harper. I'm not sure who all is on our camera crew here tonight. I know Kanan Harper's here. He's over there playing on his phone right now. So, oh, here we go. Sorry. We've got Kanan Harper, Nathan Cown, and Sebastian De La Rosa. So thanks to those guys for hanging in with us through a little extra basketball tonight. We appreciate you watching. You've been watching the Indiana Sports Network.
This game is presented by the Indiana Army National Guard.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.